Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. David Villa. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot-stopping is second to none.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Pedri. And it's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Yamal. It's Pedri. Schneider. That has been slung wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Messi. Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Oh, good ball. He's got the shot away! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Nuno Mendes. Neymar. Mosquera cuts out the pass. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Messi. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Messi.
Such good technique.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Mbappe is onto this. Great ball if he can get there. Vitinha. Real chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Really got in the face of his opponent to set it up. It's great grafting.
Pedri. Messi. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And he cuts out the supply. And that has left him in a heap. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Mbappe, Messi, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And here's Messi. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Schneider. Messi. Nice ball, and he might be in here. He's going for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Schneider goes short. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He's Vitinha! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And it's Schneider. Oh, perfectly measured that. Neymar. That's tidy. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Neymar! It's a loose ball. Had a shot. Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Van Dijk. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Showing good feet. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri. Vitinha.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion.
Schneider! He's done very well to get to that.
Schneider actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Schneider with the short one. And here's Schneider. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And now a sudden chance to counter. Pedri! He's got away with one there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Alexander-Arnold. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Mbappe. Pedri gets over and intercepts. Vitinha. And here's Messi. And the shot's on here. Schneider. That's a nicely measured pass. David Villa! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. And here's Schneider. Nuno Mendes. Defending of the desperate variety. So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite... And Messi! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter...
Mbappe! That comes as a mighty relief. Pedri, Vitinha, and that is a little undercooked. Pedri, here's Vitinha, and Mendes, Schneider, can he get it through? And the finish!
2 added minutes has
Alexander
been indicated.
Arnold. And it's Messi. Mbappe. Yamal. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dixon. Here's Vitinha. And it's Schneider. Vitinha. He's in plenty of space here. And the first 45 minutes are up. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Well-earned break.
Barcelona are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Well, that'll do under the circumstances. Now it's Foden.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Dixon. He's picked his way through. Mbappe! Vitinha. Pedri. David Villa. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, he's been caught napping! Face to face with the keeper. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Dixon. Ter Stegen. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Here's Vitinha. Pedri. And that's put paid to a promising move. Nuno Mendes. And it's Van Bauten. Marquinhos. Yeah, he's going to be disappointed with that. Dink through. And through to the goalkeeper. Dixon. That could spell trouble. And Messi! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped.
And the shot! It's in! The second half sparked straight into life.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Neymar. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Yamal. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Snyder. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to dink it through. Now the finish! Sticks it away! Barcelona are back in business.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to...
Shapes to shoot!
The attendance for this
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Has a go! Danger averted for now. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Akanji promptly onto that, and that is that. Mbappe. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Mbappe. And it's Snyder. David Villa. And that's a Snyder!
Snyder really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Snyder. And he's quick to snatch it back. Great hits one! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Barcelona go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he was quick to react. Messi. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And he'll shoot here! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Alexander-Arnold has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Pedri. Van Dalton. Neymar. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Van Dalton. And it's Snyder. Lobbed in behind. That has been cut short. Now it's Messi. That is good alertness. And that is as far as they're going to go. Messi. David Villa. To Schneider. Quality ball. Mbappe. And it's Neymar. Foden.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And no, that was never going to make it. Schneider. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 10, Schneider. Number 11, Messi. Coming on the field, number 42.
And it's Neymar.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Played in by Foden. Nuno Mendes. Short changes him with that pass. Played back in. David Villa. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Alexander-Arnold. Neymar. Now it's from Mbappe! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Nuno Mendes. Musiala. David Villa. Musiala. Back into the middle. They've got to be quick to recover this. Barcelona moments now away from seeing this one out. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And he's intervened well there. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, nicely intercepted. Musiala. No luck with that dink over the top.
Barcelona probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
And Messi! They've done it! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Ted has a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Van Dijk. Pedri! Pedri! And for a moment, time stood still.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
Foden. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He's had a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Foden. Oh, no joy this time. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And that gets things running. Oh, nicely intercepted. Neymar. That's a throw. Tries to dink it through. Stood up well to him there. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Nicked it back promptly. Well, that's well spotted. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Has a look and has a go. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Nuno Mendes. And it's Schneider. Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Forwards and with intent. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
It's a really well-measured ball. Works it forward. Bit too much weight on the pass. Vidal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Schneider. And that's a superb pass. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Neymar. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Eder Militao defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he was quick to react. Oh, that's clever. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break.
In areas shown on this map.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now it's Neymar. Nuno Mendes. Referee's given a throw. And it's Snyder. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that's a little loose. Well, we expected better, and so did he. It's Snyder! He's delivered all right!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the first moment of real significance.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
And here's Modric. Schneider.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. Vitinha! Vitinha! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Substitution on the field. Number 15, Mbappe. Number 4, Alvarez. Number 8, Modric. Coming on the field, number 20, João Felix. Number 18, Robert Lewandowski. Number 7, Bruno Fernandes.
So there's going to be another change here. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Neymar. Oh, what a ball he's in here! Vitinha, David Villa, has a goal! He can get that clear. João Felix. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Substitutions taking place.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
It's Snyder! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Nuno Mendes. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. David Villa. David Villa! In he goes again! They are rampant! And surely that settles it. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh no, what has happened here? Barcelona are closing in on a comfortable win. Schneider. Bruno Fernandes proves too strong. And it's Lewandowski. Van Balten running with the ball. Vidal concedes a free kick for that. Nuno Mendes. And here's Gakpo. Out of play for a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Lewandowski. Eder Militao. Koundé.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Gnabry. Now that's well seen too. João Felix. Gnabry. And he's intervened well there. That's headed upfield. Well, played right into his path. That is good alertness. And we're done. Barcelona, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Schneider taking in the accolades, having been named. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello everybody.
Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. He's going for goal! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's got a side of goal! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Pedri. David Villa. He might be in here! Foot in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Van Bouten, he's picked his way through. Now it's Oyarzabal. And here's a chance. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Van Bouten. Barcelona are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Oh, he's burst through. Hits one! Barcelona with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Turns and goes back. Shapes to shoot! Valverde gets it clear. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
It's their second corner of the game. Schneider with the short one. Fires it in low. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And he cuts out the supply. Messi. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Great hit! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. So bring it on.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key...
David Villa! That was superb goalkeeping.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Madrid are looking to go forward now. David Villa! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
With a predatory goal.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Oh, that's well spotted. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Valverde. Mendes with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Pedri. Vitinha. It's Pedri. Now it's Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. Pedri. Caicedo. And now the breakaway. Valverde. Caicedo. Spread neatly. That is good alertness. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pedri. Yamal. David Villa. Good effort from distance. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Dixon. And it's played forward, and he cuts out the supply. David Villa. Nuno Mendes.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Chips it through. And the finish! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2. Valverde! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he's had it hot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
will be the last act of the first half. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Barcelona have ultimately had the better of things in the first half, ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Quality ball. And the flag has stayed down. Valverde. And Serginho. Barcola. And he goes cross-field. Vitinha. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Interesting ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vitinha. It's Schneider! And yes, it's there! He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
71,898.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Pedri. And Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. Alexander-Arnold. Vitinha. Well-timed, excellent interception. For Schneider. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
This ended up in no man's land. Into the last quarter of an hour. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Strong running down that left flank. Swung over. Vitinha makes the interception. That's a good run down the left. He's picked his way through. Now it's Neymar. Only partially clear. Pedri. Played out to the left flank. Barcola. Well, that was a period of possession which carried David Villa! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Substitution on the field. Number 23.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 19. Yamal. Number 17. Barcola. Coming on the field.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's managed to get free. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. David Villa. David Villa goes steaming forward. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and there... And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it is time to let them at it.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
The action has already started. And he's David Villa! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
And he can clear it away. And it's Messi. Serginho. Ah, he's given it away. He's got the shot away! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee. Barcelona grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go on better, possibly.
David Villa! Oh, that was no routine save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Alexander-Arnold goes short. And that was very necessary. Mbappe! Nuno Mendes. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. That's the throw. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Caicedo. Van Balten gets across to intercept that. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Caicedo. David Villa. The ball's got... belts one! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid have their second corner now. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. And it's pulled back. He's having a go. That was superb goalkeeping.
Pedri is offering a right smile there.
Pedri. Vitinha. It's Pedri. David Villa. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And now they can clear their lines. Neymar in acres of space out wide. And he thumps it clear. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, played right into his path. David Villa.
2 added minutes.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Barcola, who does have an... And we've reached half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're just settling back into this. David Villa! What a wonderful goal!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Schneider. Nuno Mendes. Oh, Red, nice interception.
The attendance
That's going to go a long way.
was 71,649.
David Villa. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he spark a counter here? And he's lost it. David Villa! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Nuno Mendes. Mbappe. And Serginho. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vitinha, closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, it's come loose.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. So what can they make of this? I think we're just about done here. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect?
David Villa! Rising over the bar.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Barcola. Number 7, Mbappe. Coming on the field, number 9, Kane. Number 4, Phil Foden. Substitution.
So there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And now the hit! This time, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that will be the final act. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of... Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflowed. David Villa! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Snodkula! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter. Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Short changes him with that pass. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Alexander-Arnold. David Villa. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. And Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And it's Sneijder. Madrid are looking to go forward now. He's picked his way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dixon, not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Got a shot away! Dixon. Now Van Bouten. Oh, he's been caught on it! Jamal! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. Who tries a shot? Yes, it's there! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
David Villa! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Alexander-Arnold goes short. David Villa. Big chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Madrid have their third corner. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. They're urging... Jamal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid get their fourth corner. They've played it short.
Alexander-Arnold really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Nuno Mendes, Vitinha, Yamal, David Villa.
There will be 3 minutes added
Ball
time.
has bounced loose now. Vitinha, Van Bouten, David Villa. Speculative strike. He's got away with one there. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Neymar. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, good play on the left hand. And here's a chance. Caicedo gets it away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
The attendance for this match was
Your impression so far, Jim?
71,898.
Barcelona are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Neymar. And that could set him on his... David Villa! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Barcelona really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over. And it's not a good sign.
Coming on the field is number 7, Mbappe.
Some resolute defending there. Now that's well seen too. Serginho. And it's Sneijder. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's really well cleared. Vitinha.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Messi. Messi. Now it's Sneijder. Oh, super ball! David Villa gets flagged offside.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. So it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be A big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
We have already started here. It's gone out for a throw-in. David Villa. He's gone for goal. That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
He's having a hit! Pedri. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Messi. And Dixon. He's looking to set free a runner. And it's Schneider. And that's going to go a long way. Barcelona have it back and can go again. He has found the way through. That is good alertness.
Lamine Yamal, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. David Villa.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
And here's Schneider.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against David Villa. David Villa! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Shapes to shoot! It's in!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
And it's Neymar. Oh, strongly challenged there.
2 added minutes has been
David
indicated.
Villa. And it's Schneider. And the referee brings the first half to a close. And it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Pedri. Vitinha. Caicedo. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Ter Stegen is there to clear. Goalkeeper's ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Valverde. Messi. David Villa. Neymar. Pedri. David Villa. And it's Schneider. Valverde. Schneider. There's the shot! There it is! There seemed no way back, but they are level.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
Madrid
After
choosing to
72
make the first
minutes,
change.
Number 6.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Number 23.
Now that's well seen too.
Federico Valverde. Coming on the field. Number 7.
And they're quick to get it back.
Number
There's the
6,
clearance.
Chekrova. Number 4. Phil Foden. Substitution in progress.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Messi. That has been cut short.
Substitutions taking place.
Into the last 5 minutes. Taken back almost at once. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Serginho. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. David Villa chasing after it. And he's being shifted off it. And time is up. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Thoughts on what we've just seen? So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us
Hello,
for the build-up
everybody,
to this
and
occasion of
welcome to today's
ultimate
match.
tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. So bring it on.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talk.
Big chance, must be! And the finish! Oh, what has happened here? This time, surely! In he goes again! Alexander-Arnold gets it away. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Good effort from distance. And that is a routine catch.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try. Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. David Villa. Barcola. Pinches it off him. Vitinha. Pedri. And he's gone looking for safety. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's Valverde! Denied by an instinctive save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. Well, that pass isn't the best. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now who's going to be first to this? Nicely weighted ball. And here's Barcola. David Villa.
They've been denied.
Has a look and has a go. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Pedri. Marquinhos is there and he can get that clear. That's a little off target. And he's managed to get rid. Valverde. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Van Dijk with struck first time. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
He's shifting through the gears here. Vitinha, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
David Villa. Schneider bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Played back in. And the shot! And he's found the net! There is the breakthrough! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pedri. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Cleared without complication. The message is clear, none shall pass. And he thumps it clear. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Van Dijk attempts a clearance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now that looks a decent ball. And that has been knocked clear. Has a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Valverde producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Yamal could move up a gear here. Caicedo. Pedri. Out of play for a throw. Vitinha. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's hoisted clear. Yep, it's a corner. Schneider plays it short. Opts to play it back. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona have their second corner now. Schneider goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. He won't be happy with that one.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Vitinha. Vitinha! Deftly away. David Villa. Pedri. Engages and forces him off the ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Good spot, he's seen the run. Cleared away. Yamal. Now it's Valverde. He's got away. And he's let fly. Oh, nearly. Corner number 2 then. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Pulls it back. In for a header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Short changes him with that pass. Chance to finish. That is decidedly lacking.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Dixon. Forwards and with intent. And here's Messi. David Villa. And he's onside. That's really well cleared. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. David Villa. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And it's Neymar.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pedri clears. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know.
It's Neymar! Oh, it's there! Barcelona are back in business. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Goes in for the header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, we expected better, and so did he. He's having a hit! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Dixon. Pedri. Looking for the runner. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Valverde. Barcola. He is through here. And he's had it nicked away. Could be danger here. Van Bouten. Nuno Mendes. Neatly clipped into space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcola. And he's managed to get free. And he's had a hit. They've won a corner. So, third corner of the game. Barcola! Now, that's another chance. Yes! And they've got their lead back. Some heroic goalkeeping. But even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Vitinha! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Vitinha actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Messi, and he's gone backward here. It's run loose here.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Yamal. Barcola. Schneider. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The less said about that pass, the better. Oh, can he get onto this? That has been cut short. Schneider. David Villa. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. Now it's Valverde. David Villa. And Serginho. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's looking to set free a runner. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Nicely aimed pass. Serginho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Yamal. Here's Phelps. Tries a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Neymar. David Villa. Now it's Neymar.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Yamal. Number 17,
David Villa,
Barcola.
given the lift of his goal.
Coming on the field. Number
No,
7,
that is pretty much the end of that.
Number 9, Kane.
Neymar.
Substitution in progress.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Number 20.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Coming on the field is number
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Hits one! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Ter Stegen is there to clear. Barcelona have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Kane, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that's a key interception. Foden. David Villa.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alexander-Arnold. And here's Kane.
Kane really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pedri. He's picked his way through.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Neymar. Fires from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Substitutions taking place.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his...
Oh, he's been caught napping! David Villa. Chance! It's in! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Minutes has been indicated.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
He can run onto that. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. There will be 4 extra minutes. Caicedo. And it's Kane.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. It's Kane! And now they can clear their lines. Van Bouten spots it and intercepts. Alexander-Arnold. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable.